It's my birthday and I'll drink if I want to. We're cracking open Elijah Craig 18 year. Wow, let's get started. Well, what a nice gift, birthday gift from my wife, Elijah Craig, single barrel, 18 years old. I looked up on the shelf. It's now the oldest whiskey I own. I've got a Return of the King, which is basically the last barrel of King of Georgia from Southern Collective, and it's 16 years old. This beats it by 2 years. It is 45% APV or 90 proof. Now, I tasted this a while back, I think from a sample. I don't know which subscriber it was from, but it's been a while. And I've heard good things about it, and my wife asked for a list of a nice present, and I thought, well, this is a nice present. Actually, I asked for several different bourbons, and she just happened to pick this one off her list, and God bless her, it probably was the favorite on my list. So tonight, we're going to try out this Elijah Craig 18 year. Well, if you go to ElijahCraig.com and you'll find their 18-year-old section, and you say it's bottled solely from the contents of one expertly chosen barrel. This expression of Elijah Craig is the pinnacle of bourbon craftsmanship. Bold, robust, and incredibly complex, 18-year-old presents a rare and unique opportunity to sip some of the oldest bourbon in Kentucky. That's a pretty bold statement, Elijah Craig. It's gotten several awards. We won't go through that. Whiskey Advocate gave it a review, and a few others. We're just getting right down to the tasting notes. The nose on this bourbon is invigorating and swirls with complexity. That was from Blair Phillips of Distiller.com. Oh, wow. I do get a bunch of fruit and honey forward, I would say. And I would say more of a medium fruit than a dark fruit. Definitely lighter. Peaches, apricots, something like that. Very fragrant. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of oak. Not real heavy on the molasses brown sugar. Really more honey and fruit forward on this one. Cheers. Wow, that is very nice. And very different from a lot of the bourbons I drink. I was expecting just an over-oaked, bland bourbon. It's been sitting in a barrel for 18 years, and being 90 proof, you wouldn't get a lot of that, punch of flavor you get out of the cask strength bourbons, but I would be wrong. Elijah Craig says, richly textured, nutty, and semi-sweet. Initial bursts of honey give way to toasted wood and pleasant char. Well, they nailed that pretty close. I'm definitely getting that medium fruit, that apricot peach flavor. It's, they say semi-sweet. I think it's actually a little bit more sweet than that. And the honey does transfer from the nose. You do get the honey, but now the honey is more secondary to the fruit. In the nose, the honey was like the first thing I got. This is more kind of like an afterthought, and I think maybe where it derives its sweetness from. The toasted wood, well, I do get the oak, so the toasted wood play, and a pleasant char. That's probably the best part, is that it's not overly oaky. It's not overly oaky, say that fast 3 times, and the char is not objectionable at all. In fact, it's a very light char for being something that's been in a barrel for 18 years. And you almost expected, it's fairly dark, but I almost expected it to be kind of like my Southern Collective there, but that was in finished barrels, so and some type of wine, I think. Anyways, so obviously that was taken on the color of the previous occupier. This one just, virgin white oak. I assume that it has some kind of toasting in the barrel. They usually do, even if it's a light char. But not heavy char, not heavy oak. Let's take another sip. I get an unusual baking spice on the front. I would say, a little heavy on the vanilla spice and maybe nutmeg, but light on cinnamon and cloves. So vanilla and nutmeg is the spices I'm getting that coat the palate. And then that wonderful fruit sweetness, or should I say fruit and honey sweetness. Fruit, then followed by honey, and it's a very well balanced. So as finishes go, I would tell you that the honey stays with you, that sweetness, a little bit of vanilla of the light baking spices, and some oak. So honey, vanilla, oak, kind of in that order, stays with you, and it's moderate. It's not real long, but it's good, it's delicious, I like it. It's just not exceptional as far as finishes go. Let's take one more sip and go to final thoughts. Final thoughts. Elijah Craig, you've got a unique bottle that you can definitely tell on the shelf that it's the 18 year. And of course this label here, I had looked for that one. When I'm going into a bottle shop and a lot of their allocated or their they're up there price kind of ones are on the back behind them. You can always see one of those from a distance and that's an 18. That's an Elijah Craig 18. Kind of surprising that they don't tell more of the Elijah Craig story like they do here on the website here, especially the first part where they go in talking about bottled solely from the contents, blah, blah, blah. I would have that on some kind of script on the back, because you hand someone a bottle of this and they're going like, well, that's great, but how much is it? And they tell you and you're going like, oh my God, here you go. Well, maybe they should read some more qualifiers about why this is so special, other than the fact that it's 18 years old. Maybe some more information for the bottle, the person that picks it up and doesn't know much about it and hasn't gone to your website. Elijah Craig, I think you need to put something right there. You got a lot of real estate on the back that you could take up with something more than just a government sticker. So, just some advice, and take it if you want it. But this is delicious. It is wonderful. It's unlike anything I have. I've got some very enjoyable aged bourbons that's up there, 10, 12, 15, 16, first 18. But a lot of those are the cask strength ones, which you have to either have one and done or add a little bit of water to it if you're going to enjoy it throughout the evening. This, I definitely could enjoy throughout the evening without adding a single drop of water. Wouldn't want to. It's perfect the way it is. Now it comes to value for the money. Well, I don't see this anywhere for less than 150 and usually less than 200. So I think that is the price range, at least in my area, that you're going to find this 18, 150 to 200. Is it a good value for the money? I would say fair. The problem is there isn't enough of them. A lot of them are either allocated or just in short supply. The bottle shops don't get a case of them, 2 cases of them. They're lucky to get 1 or 2 bottles, maybe 3 if they're lucky. So, value for the money, fair. I won't tell you it's bad. You get what you pay for, so I will tell you fair. So that brings us to our ranking system 1 through 5. 1 being stop the video right now and go out and get this. I don't think you need to do that. 2, 5, drink it only if it's free. well, we won't even comment on that because it's not even anywhere close to drink it only if it's free. I would tell you, because it is pricey and I see that price fluctuate quite a bit, I'm going to give it a level 3, which is still a recommendation from us, but it says shop around for the best price. The Elijah Craig 18 is out there. It won't be in every bottle shop you go to or every liquor store you go to. So we hope you will like this video, comment and share, and hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and please consider becoming a member because we're going to be putting more and more content in the members only section this year. We're trying to build our channel, and that's one of the ways you can help us support our channel. So as always, never drink and drive. Please drink responsibly. And I want to thank my wife one more time for such a wonderful birthday gift. Cheers. Well, that's great, but how much is it? And they tell you and you're going like, oh my God, here you go.